I think I've done that before on accident. I did in Awakening of the Rebellion. No, Awakening of Clone Wars. Accidentally drop Dooku onto the ground on his own. And by accidentally, I mean the game lagged out and it decided that I had dragged him down from the space to the ground for some reason, which was super annoying.
Take us in.
But I didn't actually try to retreat with him because I just assumed that it would kill him, so I'm not actually sure. He doesn't say that she's been defeated. Huh. Hopefully she hasn't been, because that is really...
Building started.
I'd rather not grief. I'd rather not kill a hero like that in a glitch. This is worse than it was when it was over Corellia, but not by a lot. I still don't know that I want to do this, though. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Because Corellia, we had backup of the ion cannon, so no, let's not try and do that. Let us instead do this. And then we can move on to retaking Bakura.
Order ignition. Cruiser
and
reporting.
maybe even continue this line. Wonder if any of these other planets back here have any interesting influence units. Okay, it's looking like no. Boo. I was hoping for, like, I don't know, something. This is all unknown region stuff. Don't know anything about any of this. Doesn't look like anything further up, but I'm not gonna check every planet. That's a waste of my time. There's potential that they will just try this again. Oh. Is that them launching an attack? Is that them going to Socoria?
Destination acknowledged.
Is that them launching an attack to somewhere else, maybe?
At your command.
Not noticing anything happening immediately, so it's probably nothing major. They probably just moved. Oh, then again. Oristrum. They took Bilbringi. Oh, where's Oristrum? Straw. You can't. There's only so many places. Oh, there it is. Okay. No, there's no way they got that all the way up there in that amount of time. So it wasn't that fleet. Okay. Well. Interests of avoiding forgetting to do this. Do this right now.
Construction complete.
Taking to the front.
The big reason that I want to do
Cruiser
this with
reporting.
Viscount Prototype in particular is simply that it's a ship that I haven't actually gotten to use much of. And Home 1 types more or less all the time. Or at least regularly enough that I'm very familiar with them. And I would rather swap a very familiar unit for a not familiar unit to be heading in towards our main
Engage.
Construction
area
complete.
to hopefully get some work done. Apes conquered Orinda. You don't say. That was Imperial? No. No, I was just looking at it, and Bilbringi was as far as they got over. So then that was probably Maldru. No, you don't see those very often. Command base. Just kind of keep poking around here.
Coordinates
Find out
received.
what's on. You is
We're moving out.
what is his name? We've had him for so long. Abat. Hopefully, maybe I can remember Abat, but probably not.
Building under
No, we
construction.
should really. It's only frigate.
Building under construction.
I don't know which one would be preferred. Oh, we're here. Finally. Right, now. This is another case of
I'm here, sir.
going to use my knowledge
Choose your
of how
reinforcements.
this plays out. Did that one actually
Adjusting
drop?
Navicomputer.
Yes, I'm
Location
going to
confirmed.
use my knowledge of how this planet plays out the first time I did this, or rolling back, to make it less obnoxious this time, because what ended up happening is I grouped all of these units together and then just went around, maybe this way, yeah, went around, and they did field bases, and it ended up being I just kind of went around and around and around and around repeatedly and over, and it was real obnoxious, and it just took forever and it was not interesting to watch. So I'm going to spare you all from having to see that.
Awaiting
Some will
orders.
go this way,
Heading out.
some will go this way.
I copy.
Affirmative.
Because I actually speculated when I did this that there is some potential for bleeding the enemy of large numbers of credits by doing this.
Reporting in.
Basically, the idea being,
Ready to roll.
if you keep going and they keep building more and more and more field bases, you're just draining them of credits slowly but surely.
Roger
Which is,
that.
you know,
Let's move out.
it's not like a viable long-term solution, realistically, to getting them to down to a reasonable number of credits.
Enemy unit sighted.
Ooh. No. Shoot, I forgot we
We've
had storm those
secured a
here.
build pad.
Are these
Reporting.
things really that slow?
Advancing.
Speed 2.0? 3.75. Wow. That seems... How fast are these? 3. Why are those things so slow? I don't know.
Yes, sir. Advance.
No. Okay, no. Nothing else. I'm pretty sure these things are significantly sturdier. 150 and 100. 150, 25. Did I
Forward.
read that wrong? No.
Right away.
Which, come to think of it, is another reason why I have to question, why are these so much faster if their health is the same? Because I always equate health to essentially chassis strength. How difficult it is to damage the main body of the vehicle.
Ready.
And if you're telling me that
Cannons
these two have the
charged.
same structural integrity, basically, why in the world would this one weigh more than this one?
T2B
And that
over.
is what I am assuming is determining how fast it is. Like, Even just looking at it, if they're the same structural integrity, this thing is bigger. How does that make sense? I don't
T2B,
know.
copy.
I don't know. I guess it's for balance purposes, but why would these need
I copy.
slower than these? They're both anti-vehicle. These guys, anti-infantry. Yoki, so nobody's accomplishing anything. Let's go ahead and fix that, shall we? And Storm Commandos are no joke. Which, you know,
Armor
would
standing
kind
by.
of make sense, things considered.
Weapons ready. Targeting enemy.
We've secured a build pad.
They're a heck of a lot better than any infantry we've got. I think part of that is probably to do with the shield. What is
Form
the
up.
speed of these infantry?
We've
0.9.
secured a build pad.
Ugh. There's a mine over there. Can I be bothered
We've lost
to
a
try
build
for
pad.
the mine?
Choose your reinforcements.
Once we get here, guys.
Awaiting orders. Let's go. Copy. Fall out, troops.
I wish there was an easier way to get them to
I
do
copy.
this. You know, sturdier units in front, damaged ones behind. How many credits do you get out of a mine? Like
We've secured a build
500
pad.
or something, isn't it? That is fine.
Copy.
We've lost a build pad. Bombing run available.
I copy.
We've secured a landing zone.
Hell, why not?
Course plotted.
Right away.
We do still have eventually some nasty stuff to deal with. I think it was just the one squad of Storm Commandos. Squad? Company. One company of Storm
Reporting.
Commandos, but I don't actually remember. It might have been more than that. The main thing I remember is going in circles for what felt like ever.
Yes, sir. Keep going. Yes, Commander.
Good enough.
Armor
Go.
ready. Moving out. Heading out.
Two different types of sensor. I'm not sure what the difference is. Oh, that might... Get out.
Fall out, troops.
Really?
Let's move out.
We've secured an abandoned mining facility.
Ready.
And again, because of my screen resolution, I can't actually see what got out of that. So hopefully it was worth it.
Yes.
But I don't also remember. Come on, guys.
This way.
What the what we started with. So
Adjusting navicomputer.
oh well.
We've captured an abandoned sensor array.
Can we use it to bomb the snot out of them? Yes. Charge! Charge! We're not gonna get...
They're
Oh,
falling
really?
back.
Really? I guess it's because we dropped more stuff. Last time I never actually...
We've secured a build pad.
Oh, I don't think I even dropped infantry at all. I just dropped the tanks. Oh, it's 2 Storm Commandos. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I dropped anything but the tanks.
Planetary control
So we had no
achieved.
way of taking points, so it was only 5 units throughout the entire battle.
Constructing. Building under construction.
Okay, you go ahead and go back to Chrysalis.
Right away, sir.
Still need to redo all of the infrastructure of these 2 planets, but I'm not gonna bother too much with that until we get a little more established at Endor. Because I'm assuming that they're going to object to us doing this. Oh right, there was also this. Forgot about this. Yeah. Where is he? Yeah. Fondor? About Fondor.
Understood.
I think I did it further
Destination set.
back. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't actually matter, to be honest, wherever we do it. Do you have just commercial acumen? Illegally modified CR90, Action 6, Bar Laws, Freybird. Interesting. DP20, Star Galleon. Why would he be in an Action 6 when he's got a Star Galleon and a 20 and a CR90? Not what I would pick if I had those ships. Interesting. And then you... We can't actually upgrade him, can we? No, because we have somehow, for some reason, reached the maximum number of fleet admirals that we can have over the course of campaign, which, again, I don't appreciate. I don't feel like that's a very good system to have a maximum like that when you have a maximum number of available heroes to begin with. Like, we only had, like, what, 2 admirals that were left alive? I don't see any particular reason why we shouldn't be able to use them. Seems kinda weird to me. Then again, maybe there's some other way of recruiting heroes. Maybe like generic heroes. There is, where is it? Where is Arita? There. Officer Academy. That might be...
Right away.
I don't know what going and looking at it is going to tell me that I can't gain from just clicking the planet. Well, it's going to tell me that at least. So there's where that fleet went. Interesting. They might be winding up Cola then. But this doesn't tell me anything. Nope. Wait, is this a fleet academy? Nope. Nope. Okay. I don't know what. Fleet academy? Officer. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is or what it does, but maybe that's something. That's something. I don't
Ring
know.
out.
Okay. What I do know is that we have essentially reached the point where the game broke. I'm going to make certain to keep saving it, make sure that if we run up against the same problem, that it should not be an issue, because we shouldn't have to roll back as far. Oh, that's the other potential. I just remembered what the other potential thing that bug might have been. It might have been a framework crash, or it might have been someone suggested that 2 different factions had attacked the same planet at the same time, and the game was just stuck, unable to auto-resolve one of them. Which seems like the sort of thing that would be rare, but something that could happen from time to time. So, yeah. And that does seem like the sort of thing that this kind of game would probably really struggle
Unit
to handle.
in production.
Oh, he was about to go that way. Don't go over
Heading out.
Socoria. That's a terrible idea. Nirawan? From Borosk? Really? They must have a pretty substantial fleet out there. Wait a minute. How did you get those things over there? That's coming all the way from Heaps. At least, I assume so. You can't build any of that stuff on any of these other planets, right? Oh, I take it back. Charuba. Terraform. And Hapes. So, effectively the same distance. How did they get them over here? That's peculiar. What is that? Oh, okay. Don't recognize that icon. This is something. Certainly not nothing. A little concerned here, although they surely would want to go that way, more likely, right? Connect their territory? Huh. Still, that makes me a little nervous. What is going on? Maybe the
Let's
Empire
move out.
has stuff aimed at them. I don't know how much the AI pays attention to intel that they can gather from
Construction complete.
Sonoria. Never mind, I don't actually care. Oh. Well, that would explain that. Yes? Yeah, I don't know how much the AI pays attention to, do they send spies
Let's
to
go.
look at planets? Do they need to? I think there's some potential that actually the AI doesn't need to. They just know everything that's going on at all times, maybe?
Keep going.
I know they pretty much do on tactical, but I'm not sure about galactic. Either way, the point stands. If there is, for example, a fleet let's say they didn't have anything over Thalassia. If the Empire had a substantial fleet stationed over Kuat, and they were over here, would they be willing to attack Thalassia if it was empty, with the fleet aimed at them? I think they would. I don't think they pay much attention to that sort of thing. But I don't know for certain. Hi! Good grief. Okay. Well, he's certainly upgraded his stuff since the last time we saw him. Well, not much we can do about that. Other than continue building stuff to try and ward them off. Well, actually, what if we cut them off at Hakasi? Okay? Maldrude? Or, not Maldrude, that was... Where was that, I wonder? They've only got a couple of planets. These two... They just had a major defeat, and I'm not sure where that happened. I don't see any crossed lightsabers anywhere. Man. Well. Apes just got smashed like crazy. Don't know what they were up to before. 2,000 upkeep. Yikes. Almost certainly they lost a lot of stuff just then. Not just the heroes, but like significant other things. Took Talasi. I feel like that was pretty much guaranteed considering what they had sitting there. Interesting that the Empire doesn't seem to be doing anything about that. We saw that fleet over Corellia. They could redirect that. They have nothing over Hakasi. That's probably a bad idea, right? Oh, we can do... Oh, okay, we cannot do. Cyberzon. Small setback for the accomplishment of my plans. I survived the spice mines of Kessel and Jabba's wrath. A mere dying ship won't be enough to stop me. We just need to be more careful next time. Oh! He was destroyed, and I think Tiberzon is one of Zinj's. So it looks like Sereno, one of his. Where's Sereno? Here? Yeah, there it is. Up here. Okay. Interesting. So, Greater Maldrude is making some serious progress. Have they passed 23? No, not quite. Still, they're doing pretty good. They're still here. Why are they still? Oh. They have way more on ground than they have 15 units. You're not supposed to be able to do that. How are they doing that? That's why we can't see in. That's... Seems like that's probably not good that they can do that, actually. As in...
On our way.
That feels like...
Approaching.
Oh, wait, really? No, I'm not gonna try and build something. Go away. Run away. Run away.
Requesting backup?
Are they actually gonna try something here? Because this seems like a silly thing to do, but then again, we don't have... Not really much, actually. Did I build the shipyards? I did not build the shipyard. Right, because it's only heavy frigate. I don't know, that might not actually be happening. They haven't moved.
Research complete.
Now, before we go on, I would just like to point out that in the timeline that got deleted, as it were, I did actually carefully compare this to a regular Imperial 2, and the main takeaway, from what I can remember, is the complement is substantially different. He has only the one fighter, and regular ones have like 3 and a lot of reserves. He does have more bombers overall, but meh, whatever. And the second thing is he is substantially slower. Other than that, it's basically just an ISD-2. And just about the sort of size that,
Moving to coordinates.
puts him over a little bit, but that should... it'll probably put out one of the Majestics. Whatever. Not Majestics. These. Defender Assault Carrier just doesn't sound like an actual ship name. That sounds like a description of a something. You know? Like, the Majestic. That sounds like a ship type name. And you go, oh, Majestic, which is a... I don't know... somewhat long-ranged, high damage, high firepower ship. And then you look at this and it's like, oh, this is a such and such class, which is a defensive assault carrier or something. Not that I would actually call this an assault carrier by any means. This is the range and the firepower is such that it's like there's no assault in this thing. It's exclusively a carrier. It's a good carrier, don't get me wrong, but it's not an assault carrier. I consider an assault carrier to be something like a Venator or even the Endurances, because they've got serious firepower and decent range, and you know that's a ship that you don't want to just write off as being a threat on its own without its complement. Whereas these things, if they don't have their complement, they're not going to do a whole lot. So yeah, that's my excuse for not being able to remember these things' names. That's my excuse, and I am sticking with it. But speaking of which, I did have the idea. I don't remember when, if this was in the timeline that got removed or not, but I did have the idea of splitting this up into two separate fleets. Heavy carrier, light carrier fleets. And yeah, I do think I'm gonna do that. Not all at once, necessarily. We don't have the credits for that exactly. And we are still technically trying to get this business going, which I think I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that alone for now. We're gonna build exclusively for this guy, this fleet, this business here. I think, you know what? I think we're gonna aim for 5 of these, and then we'll go. I think is a decent place to stop. We've got some anti-fighter, decent anti-fighter. Not super confident in that, but we'll at least give it a go. I'm sure we're getting through Klaatuine, and should we go through Bimasari? I don't know. We need to get a scout over there, but I don't want to do that yet until we've you know, shored up the defenses on this side. That's what we really need to do. We need to consolidate defenses over here before we head in through there. Which might mean that I do want to take Hakasi.
Construction complete.
Is this fake? My concern is one of these, because they're really long. Like, even if he isn't moving,
Tactical battle
Oh, they did.
imminent.
It was an attack, but we got some defenses. No, they have Namanas here. And they've got a stupid number of those things. This is a lot, but actually not that bad. We've got the ion cannon. Did we no. What do we have for defenses here? It is not telling me. I'm certain we got at least a golem. I don't know what type. Why is it not telling me? Okay, well, gonna have to send him. Because nobody else is close enough. Great. But why would I even bother? Just go with that.
Building started.
Start with. Okay, here we go. This is a little concerning. They only have the one interdict. Why? They seem to like to use just one of these lately. I haven't even seen very many Dominators in a while. I think they might have had some in that Corellia fleet, but other than that... wonder what that's about. Especially since I thought that Dominators were a tech upgrade of some kind. And so you would think they would want to use them more often, but maybe not.